you know, it's more or less, I think, you know, it's a continuum. I don't think it's like, you know, black and white. For example, the children in our movement, it's, you know, like many of our children in our movement who are between, speaking from Sweden, I don't know exactly how it is in Denmark, I haven't been here. But, you know, in Sweden, it's like those children who, the children of our movement who are between the age of 20 and 40, those who were born from like 74 to 94. We have like a demographic vacuum there. You know, they're really underrepresented for various reasons, good reasons. But you know, Prabhupada had big hope for our children, and especially our grandchildren. They also are special souls, more or less. It depends on everything. But those who are taking birth in the Krishna consciousness movement, they're very special souls. They're Krishna's devotees. They have a special mission here. It may take several generations for them to actually manifest to what we would expect them to to actually to produce some visible, tangible symptoms that we can recognize. In answer to your question, finally, you know, yeah, there's definitely differences. A bodhijata, you know, parabhavas, a bodhijata is the Rishabhadev. Those generally were born into this material world, a bodhijata. You know, we have no brain. We're all this foolish guy. But unless we take the Krishna consciousness, we remain defeated, parabhavas. Okay? Let's see, 30. So, what's the Danish Shatra going to do with their excess energy the day after Rath Yatra? Book distribution! Okay, sounds like a solution.
Sunday feast.
Sunday feast, that sounds. How many guests will come roughly? You know,
60, 80.
60?
60 to 80.
60 to 80 guests.
And it's when the flood is 100.
Right. How nice. That's good news. I'll tell Tapas and Stockholm that he's outnumbered. Okay, last question.
Normally we stop at 8:45, so
okay,
since
we have time for another question.
Since there's some excess time, could you maybe tell some old Sankirtan stories? I heard you will speak with Manadapu.
Right. Huh. Yeah. I was thinking of Manidar the times we were together, but I'll tell you a story from that it wasn't, Manidar wasn't exactly there at that time, but one time I was outside the post office, and it was a Saturday in a little town called Katrina Hall, you know, on the countryside, outside of the south of Stockholm. And I was distributing the Bhagavatam, the 6th canto actually, hardbound, Swedish, naturally, 6th canto. And a lady came by with a child who was apparently a little challenged, you know, like retarded, we used to say. You're not allowed to say that anymore. But the kid took the Bhagavatam, you know, I offered it to the mother, but the kid took it like this. This little girl, you know, maybe 10 years old or something. And the mother was saying, you know, and the mother was like, you know, getting flustered, you know, and then finally she asked, well, how much is it? You know, I gave her the very minimal. I gave him just the Bhagavatam, the BBT price, 10, 15 crowns or whatever it was at that time, some years ago. And then she reluctantly gave me the money, took the kid, disappeared. And then I went all over my distribution, this is par for the course. And then out of the corner of my eye, I saw a guy walking down the street, going at me like this, with the Bhagavatam, Then came up to me and he said, "This book, you cheated my wife. This book, and blah, 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 blah." And, Saturday morning he was a little frustrated, I guess. I don't know why he worked hard the whole week and then, he had to go shopping with his wife on Saturday morning or something. I don't know. And then he looked at me and said, "This book, it's not even in Swedish." He told me in Swedish, And I was trying to be calm, and I just told him, I said, "Sir, just one thing, if you could just open the book anywhere and just see if it is in Swedish or not, okay? Just read one line." So he opened the book, and he just opened the book at random, right? And oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't the sixth canon, it was the fourth canon. Yeah, it was Swayambhuva Manu who was preaching to Dhruva Maharaj, because Dhruva Maharaj had gone on a rampage after, his brother Uttama, I think his name was killed by the Yakshas. So Dhruva went there and was, going to annihilate the whole race, Kuvera went to Manu and told him, your grandson is really causing havoc. He's going to finish my men, do something. So Manu went there and told Dhruva, he said, anger is not good. It just makes a fool out of you. It just brings out the worst in you. So, my dear Dhruva, please listen to me. I'm speaking for your benefit. Give up your anger. That was the verse that the guy read. So it was where actually it wasn't Swedish, he just put the book under his arm and walked away.
Beautiful.
Okay. Jai, Gratarashi, Bhagavatam Ki Jai.
Jai.